The countdown to Election Day is on, but a big question across the country is where are all the poll workers? From coast to coast, thousands of vacant Election Day positions are still unfilled. Correspondent Brooke Schaefer is live from Miami. And Brooke, some local election offices are having to get creative.
Yeah, some elections offices like the one here in Miami-Dade County tell us they are going to be okay come Election Day, but others across the country are not quite as lucky. They tell us they are short on those critical poll workers with the midterms right around the corner. With less than 4 weeks until Election Day, some counties across the country are dealing with a crisis, a shortage of election workers.
It's really critical, and we want to bring in people that represent the full spectrum of the public. So really getting more folks involved every year is really critical.
Power to the Polls estimates 1 million poll workers are needed for every election. We know some counties are down thousands of workers, with reported shortages in places like New York, California, Ohio, and Texas. In Green Bay, Wisconsin, election officials say fewer poll workers could mean a more complicated election day.
The counting of the absentee ballots will take longer. And then for the wards, there will be potentially long lines because we won't have enough people to work the poll book.
The number of election workers began to drop at the start of the pandemic when elderly workers opted to stay home. But a recent survey shows there are also some fears. The Brennan Center for Justice reported 1 in 6 election workers experienced threats on the job. 77% feel threats have increased in the past few years. Here's what one election worker told NewsNation's Dan Abrams this week.
Is this being overstated? Is this real?
It is absolutely real. Unfortunately, this is our reality since November 2020. It's been a very challenging time, and the reality is these are happening to your neighbors, your grandparents, your aunts and uncles, myself.
In Cook County in Chicago, election officials there got creative in dealing with the shortage of workers and put out a call to veterans, asking them to help this election season.
When I heard the clarion call that we need veterans, well, you know, my ears kind of stood up.
Another major complication, especially here in Florida, is Hurricane Ian, which left some counties, of course, severely impacted. We checked in with those counties today. Both Lee and Sarasota counties told us they will be okay with poll workers this midterm season. Nicole?
All right, Brooke, thank you for that. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.